6 magic words. Take time to think things through. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first crack at anything is never your best.
You think?
Never. The computer would say, make this move. And then after a few minutes, the computer said, nope, don't make that move. If I make that move, I lose 10 moves down the road. The computer would change his mind. And that's what we have to do. Your first crack is never your best. When you started walking, it was not your best. When Michael Jordan started playing basketball, it was not his best. He got cut.
What it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, as always, got a real treat for you. My man, Orrin Hudson in the house.
Yes, sir. Today is the best day of my life because I get to hang out with Brad Lee. He's bad to the bone.
Dude, you guys may not have heard of Orrin. Orrin, you got an Instagram handle?
Yes, sir. It's Be Someone ORG, I think. Be Someone OR. Oh, no, I think it's Be Someone Online.
Be Someone Online, at Be Someone Online. Dude, you guys got to know this dude. This dude's running around teaching kids. He started a nonprofit organization called Be Someone. I said, why'd you call it Be Someone?
Abraham Lincoln, his mother, on her deathbed, she told Abraham Lincoln to be someone. And even though Abraham Lincoln had failed many, many times running for public office, he took those two words, be someone, all the way to the White House. My assignment in life is to empower our young people to be someone. Get your head up, get your pants up, get your grades up. And the big one, never give up.
That's good. How long you been doing this?
I've been doing it 23 years. I started my program May 24th, 2000 because 7 people were shot in a robbery in Queens, New York for $2,000. And I said to myself, bad things continue to happen when concerned people fail to give back. And so I'm doing everything I can to teach young people to go after the cash with a K. K for knowledge, A for attitude, S for skills, and H for habits. And once you get this cash is king. Once you get this cash, no one can take it away from you.
See what I'm saying? This is going to be a bomb-ridden episode. I can already tell.
God gave me Brad.
Dude, when you say habits, I always tell people it's mindset, skill set, habits. Right? If you got a positive mindset, but you're not very good, get good. Get your skill sets up. If you got a positive mindset, you're really talented, but your habits are bad, you probably won't make it either. All you got to do to focus on that financial success you're looking for is make sure you got the right mind, the right skill set, and the right habits. If you can put those together, you're gold.
Yeah, I threw the attitude in there because at the end of the day,
that's mindset.
Yeah, mindset. Yeah. Attitude is everything. And man, I've accomplished so much because of my attitude. I believe in the good. I love helping other people. I'm constantly looking for ways that I can add value to other people.
That's how you get rich too.
That's how you get rich. Let me give you an example. I was on Atlanta News First in Atlanta about 5 times. Why? Because the first lady that came out there, she was blown away, so she told everybody else, and they just kept doing stories on me. 5 in 1 month. They said they never do that, but the lady said, "Hey, you got this dude is real," and I am. I care about the world, and I'm doing everything in my God-given power to stop the acceleration of crime and violence and reduce the school-to-prison pipeline.
That's a good move. So you're also a chess master, it seems.
I'm still learning. I'm a student of the game. I tell my students all the time I'm in pre-K. They say, "Coach, you were in pre-K 40 years ago." I'm never getting out of pre-K. Why? Once you know it all, you're no longer teachable.
I love you. So how good do you think you are at chess?
Well, I played the number 2 guy in the world, and I was up a piece, and he beat me on time. So I thank God for my life. I don't have any titles. I don't believe in titles. I'm just a regular guy that's committed to learning every time I get and learning, meeting people. You be successful based on the people you meet, which is what you said, and the books you read. So I honor you for saying that, but I learned that from Charlie Tremendous Jones. And so, but you said the same thing. And I like what you said when you gave the kids the 5 things to be successful was dynamite. So I honored you, and I reached out to you on August 18th. So, man, I saw this on August 18th, but I never heard. But I'm just so glad to be here, and I'm honored. And
did you reach out through DM?
I did. Yeah, I DM. You can pull it up, and I can show it on phone.
But the issue with that is like I get a whole bunch and I can't see them all. Okay. A lot of times they won't even show me all of them.
Wow.
So like I'll go to message requests, which is where if I'm not following you, they all go into this category. And there's literally thousands of them in there. So I'll go through, but there's no guarantee I'll see it.
Well, I guarantee.
But I'm going to follow you now, so you'll be able to just DM me.
Awesome. One thing I will say, what you said to them is gold. And I think if you put it, I think it'll go on a recording like Earl Nightingale, Stranger Secret did. What you said in those 5 steps is gold. And you can take it to the bank and get a blank check on the future.
Dude, so were you a gang member, you said?
Yeah, I was a gang member in my teams. A white teacher pulled me to the side and said, listen, I'm going to teach you how to think. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm going to teach you chess. I said, no. I said, I'm a checker guru. He said, checkers? You're using half of the board. He said, checkers is all men. He said, chess, you got to use every single square on the board. He said, chess, the female is the most powerful piece on the board. I said, let's get on with the classes. Not only did he play the female card on me, but he played the female card from the bottom of the deck.
So how long did it take you to get good at chess?
I've been playing about 40-some years, and I'm still learning. I tell my students I'm still learning. School is never out for the pro. I was on Good Morning America. They said, Orrin, you beat 50 people at once. You're really good. I go, no, I'm still learning, because you got to be teachable. You got to always be humble, and you got to always find a way to make other people smile.
Well, if somebody listening says, man, I've been wanting to get into chess, what would you say is the best way to learn chess?
The best way to learn chess is I do a lot of free events. I'm doing a free event on October the 9th, free food, free parking, free training, trying to do everything in my God-given power to teach people to be givers. I go by the Pareto principle that I always try to give people 4 times more than they give me.
Dang.
If you give people 4 times more than they give you, it's no robbery. If you give people 4 times more than they give you, you win the game. You have no competition.
That's a good thing. What are you teaching the kids? Because I know you got a book here, Orrin C. Hudson.
I got 20 life lessons in there.
One move at a time.
One move at a time. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first crack could be a whack, and you can't take it back. So think before you act.
Is that lesson 1?
Yeah, well, I got 20 lessons. The main thing is association. You know, like I say, the people you meet and the books you read will determine your success. And you got to make sure that you are a giver, not a taker. The word love means to give without expecting anything in return. The word love means to look for the good. If you're looking for the good and you give without expecting anything in return, you win every time.
Dude, you're like one of those people everybody wishes they had around just for advice and encouragement.
Well, a teacher saved my life, and I'm just trying to pay it forward. A white teacher by the name of James Edge, all black high school, bought me a chess book. I thank God for James Edge.
Did you read that book?
Oh, yeah. And I became the first African-American to defeat the Alabama State champion 2 years in a row. And I owe it all to James Edge, a white teacher who was not prejudiced because the school was all black. And the principal, when he hired James Edge, said, listen, before I hire you, I got to tell you something. He said, what? He said, the school is all black. And he said, I don't have no problem with that. So the guy, James Edge, went above and beyond, took me over to UAB, broke protocol, did all kind of stuff that he didn't supposed to do, but he did it for me because he the truth. And I'm living my dream because a teacher believed in me until my belief kicked in.
Why do you think he chose you?
I asked him. He said he got in trouble when he was my age, and someone helped him, and he wanted to pay it forward.
So the principle of paying it forward is pretty important.
You got to pay it forward. You got to give back. And when you give, it's more blessed to give than it is receive. And sometimes you can give and come back a millionfold.
So when you were in a gang, were you in like a legitimate gang?
It wasn't a legitimate gang, but we were stealing food and stealing tires, and mostly stealing food.
Where was that? Queens?
I have 13 brothers and sisters, and food was hard to come by.
Damn.
Yeah,
was that in Queens?
When the guy knocked on my door with a lot of honey buns and said, listen, man, let's go. We're going to break in these trucks. We're going to jump the barbed wire fence, and we're going to steal food, these stuff. And it was a no-brainer. I said, yeah, it was the smartest move I've ever made.
Was this in Queens?
When you're hungry, you do stuff like that, huh?
100%.
I was in Birmingham, Alabama. We used to jump the gates and steal bread, cookies, and honey buns and stuff. And when the guy had I can remember to this day, it was a big box of, it's like, It was the only move to make.
Where were you in Queens?
I was never in Queens. 7 people were shot on a robbery in Queens, and I saw the new cast, and it kind of like.
Oh, you just saw that it happened there. You were always raised in the South?
I was always raised in Birmingham, Alabama.
Was there a bunch of racism and prejudice there?
It's not that bad. It's a small town in Coleman, Alabama that was pretty rough. I remember my pastor, Charles Charles Nebbit, said that when he preached in Coleman, he had to get out of there because there was a lot of prejudice. But I was a state trooper for 7 years. I had the blue light, the badge, the bulletproof vest. I stopped this white guy one time and had mercy on him. And he said, wow, he said, you know what? I appreciate this, because he had some black people applied for some stuff in his office and he didn't give them a chance. And he realized that I did not care about color, that I gave him mercy. Yes, I could put 100 on this ticket. Yes, I could tow your car, but it's not about that. At the end of the day, you got to treat people like it's you, because that person is you. What you sincerely desire for others will happen for you.
See, that's why I always tell people, don't hate on people with money. You're telling the powers that be that you don't want none.
All right. And now you blocking your own blessing.
Dude, I don't understand racism. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, in other words, like, I'm like that teacher, dude. I don't care if you're
people
black.
They don't get it.
Chinese. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care.
They don't get it. People don't get it. They don't
just
understand.
Judge people on people.
Right. They don't get it. I mean, James is the real deal. This what? And that's why people don't understand that you can't. It's not about color, and like when I was a trooper, it's not about color, man. You know, treat people like it's you, because that person is you.
Did you ever? Yeah, we're all connected.
Huh? We all connected.
Did you have to get in a shootout or anything?
Almost had to shoot a guy, a white guy, and I ended up talking him down, and we ended up working it out. But he was beating me up pretty bad, and I had no choice.
How long were you as a trooper?
7 years.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, loved it, because it's all about serving and protecting and educating people. And I guarantee you, someone's listening to this broadcast and they can say, wow, the guy stopped me. He's cool. Because everybody I stopped, I tried to give them some type of mercy. Some type of way I made you win. And, you know, because I'm a salesperson. In sales, the customer's always right. In law enforcement, the customer's always wrong, and otherwise you haven't been stopping them. So I've always had a sales background. I was working in sales all my life in high school, and I've always tried to find a way so that the customer, that if I pull you over, somehow or another you felt good about the transaction, because it could have been worse. I got 3 tickets here I can write you. I'm going to write you the one that costs the least. How does that sound? Oh, man, thank you. Now, see,
you say you're at besomeone.org.
Which one?
Yeah, that's your website, besomeone.org. What's your Instagram?
It's Be Someone Online.
Online.
Be Someone Online. And I can show it to you.
There you are, right there.
You found, look, you see the shirt?
Orrin Checkmate Hudson.
That's me. The Orrin C. Hudson, the seats for Checkmate. So Checkmate means you win.
You ain't even following me, big dog, but I'm going to follow you anyway.
Let's do it. I'll follow you. Oh, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an 8-track man, so I don't really know how to work it. I plead guilty.
Well, dude, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to follow you. Brains before bullets, pants up, grades up, and never give up.
Yes, sir.
I like the acronyms. We already played a game of chess. I got my ass whooped.
No, I barely beat you. It took me about 45 moves to beat you, and normally it takes me about 10 moves, so I rank you number 2 in the world.
I'd love to be.
Yeah.
I'm starting to focus on chess because, dude, I just love the strategic
it's pattern recognition,
awesome.
Pause, ponder, pivot, pray, proceed, and then you can prosper. Think 6 magic words. Take time to think things through. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first crack at anything is never your best.
You think?
Never. The computer would say, make this move. And then after a few minutes, the computer said, nope, don't make that move. If I make that move, I lose 10 moves down the road. The computer would change his mind. And that's what we have to do. Your first crack is never your best. When you started walking, it was not your best. When Michael Jordan started playing basketball, it was not his best. He got cut. It was not as bad. Your first crack at anything, so I created a rap. You don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first crack could be a whack, and you can't take it back, so think before you act. I got a rap song called Be Someone.
Be someone.
And I got a rap song called Get in the Game. And what's so crazy about it, when you was giving that speech to those kids, my Be Someone song has the same words that you were saying in it. It's crazy. I can sing you the song. You'll be like, oh my God, I said the same thing he said in my song. I wrote the song 23 years ago.
Well, if you look and pay attention to a lot of different successful teachings, disciplines, techniques, rules, etc., they're all saying pretty much the same thing.
Same thing.
The question is how are you saying it, and are people listening?
How are you saying?
Because again, somebody racist, if you're saying it, they ain't listening to you.
Right.
Some other dude, some white dude comes along, oh, they'll listen to him. When it's the same shit, and vice versa. You know, there's kids that won't listen to old people. Then there's old people that won't listen to kids. There's women that won't listen to men. There's men that won't listen to women. It's like it's all the same shit.
That's why I created a rap song. And in the rap song, I got embedded metaphors for success. You know, like cash is king, if you know what I mean. Cash is king, get the cash. And I talked to them.
With the K.
Yeah, K-A-F-H. K-A-S-H. So I wrote several songs to meet them where they are before I can get them to go where I want them to go.
And dude, this besomeone.org, it's a 501c3.
501c3.
Straight up charity. How do you get money for it?
Well, favor from God. People see me on the news, been on the news a lot, and people see me doing the work in the community. I'm always giving. I'm always meeting people. I was on Delta flight one time. The pilot said, oh my God, I saw you on TV. I'm gonna write you a check. Wrote me a check right there on the spot. So just favor from God, blessings. God has been raining blessings from the sky because my intentions is pure. They're rock solid. When the lady called me at 1:30 in the morning and said her son was in a gang and wouldn't come home, she said she called every agency in Georgia. Nobody would help her. She said, would I help her? I said, yes. And the reporter said, why would you take a phone call from a complete stranger at 1:30 in the morning? I said, a full-time soldier sleeps with his boots on.
See? Dude, I don't think we got enough time to have you on the show. We're going to have you back one of these days.
Well, I'm anytime you call me, I'm here on a moment's notice.
So the whole reason you came to Vegas was Ty Lopez's event?
Ty Lopez, and just trying
That's a smart dude.
It's a smart move because I want to surround myself around people who are readers, and everything is about relationships. And your network will determine your net worth. So I'm trying to network with people, and I'm trying to expand my reach, and would love to connect with you, and would love to see how I can add value to you, because I'm going to always beat you in giving. You'll see. You like, hey, he said he was, because I'm going to make your phone ring, because I'm always telling people about people who serve and help me, because we all are one. And I cannot get to my level until you are where you need to be.
Dude, I wish everybody thought like that. This whole world would be uplifted.
Yeah, and people can, people don't want to hear a sermon. They want to see a sermon. So I'm doing this free event on October the 9th.
Where's that at?
It's in Atlanta.
So if people want to go?
Yeah, people want to go. They can show up. And
where can they learn about it? Besomeone.org?
Besomeone.org. It's on besomeone.org. And it's going to be in Atlanta. And I'm going to have my lifestyle. I have a chessboard taller than you. And go big or go home.
Do you, if I go to besomeone.org, am I able to donate there?
Yeah. Besomeone.org, you can click on the donate button and you can donate there. And I like for people to match whatever you decide to donate, because we playing the game without pieces. My air conditioner went out not long ago. It was like 100 degrees in there, but I kept going because I get a kick out of getting kids who are lost and getting them on the right track. It's like giving me $1 million if I can stop this kid from doing something stupid and say, listen, there's a better way. These 3 kids the other day, they robbed this Kroger grocery store in Atlanta. They got $161. The police caught them, and police chase, whatever. And they could have made $161 by going in that same Kroger, buying some water and selling it. So I'm just teaching them some better ways that they can be successful. They're misdirected and they don't know any better.
What's the worst cases you've come across?
A kid took a loaded gun to school and his mom wrote him off. And I said to myself, we ain't writing this kid off. Human life has value. Let's teach this guy how to make some better moves. One of my other success stories is that another kid almost went to jail for attempted murder on his own father. His father was in jail for 16 years. His father come home. They get in a fight. And the judge told Aaron Rodgers he's going to give him one more chance to get his life together. I went over to the school and worked with him, and he ended up becoming a Georgia state champion in chess. So I just know that if we can pour into these children like the teacher poured in me, then it can make a difference.
That's awesome, dude. Bomb Squad will help you out. Listen, hey, folks, if you guys got a heart that pounds, and not only that, you back kids, because that's my thing. Go to besomeone.org. Help my man out with a small donation. It doesn't even have to be a big one, because tens of thousands of people give $20. It ends up quite a bit, But hey, if you want to give a big one, go ahead and give a big one too. Orrin, I'm going to have you back one of these days because I know we're running out of time. He was in here talking. I said, man, let's drop a bomb real quick. He said, okay. He was ready to go.
Your wish is my command. Anytime you want me to come over, I'll come over. I bring the life-size chessboard if you want me to. And I'll show you some tricks that take a few years off your learning curve.
You do any public speaking?
Yeah, I do public speaking all the time.
What if there's people that want to hire you as a personal coach?
I do that as well. I'm a life coach. I've trained under Les Brown. I trained under Jim Rome. I trained under Jack Canfield. I have Jack Canfield on speed dial. I've got a few people that I've trained under. I've done stuff with John Maxwell. I've done stuff with Mark Victor Hansen. I've done some with the late Bob Proctor. If he's in personal development, they know me and I've met him, and I'm always trying to get better so I can make the hood good. I go back and learn from the best so I can make the hood good.
Dude, this is going to be one of my shortest but best episodes ever. You're going to be a fan favorite. Folks, and also go get his book. I don't know where you get this.
One move at a time on the website, besomeone.org.
One move at a time. Basically, get it for your kid, how to play and win at chess and life. 20 life lessons you can learn from chess, mainly for kids.
Mainly for kids, but it's 8 to 88, ages 8 to 88.
Go get that. Support this, man. Until next time, keep it real.
Degrees. What percentage of Americans right now are getting an English degree at university? When you don't know what to do, you get an English degree. I met a kid. He was out of school, Azusa Pacific. They had a billboard in Hollywood. $42,000 a year. Okay, Azusa. It's not Harvard.